Welcome to a tyke farming in the Philippines. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, ding-a-ling-ding-dong the bell. It's 9 o'clock Thursday morning. We've one man on site. Wind's not in this morning. He's got to go down Mandawi again. Hopefully he'll be back by lunchtime. But he's gone for a government service of some sort. So there's no real telling when he'll be back. We can sit for hour after hour after hour waiting to be dealt with. So Ramel's done the pigs, done the chickens, and now he's cutting grass again. I'll turn the camera around. He's filling in time cutting grass. He cut this one the other day. That's what we were working on yesterday afternoon. Tying in the eaves down the side to these eaves on the apex. And that's how we figured out how to do it, because it's a different height. So we got that little box there, which I think it looks all right. But we'll get the eaves going up this bank, and we'll see what it looks like. And if we don't like it, we'll take it down and do something else. But I think it's going to be all right. So the delivery yesterday was the round bar and the piping. We couldn't get any sand. There's sand on order and gravel, a load of each, so hopefully it'll come today, and then we can get back down the piggery and finish off what we're trying to do down there. So we're down the piggery. They're all cleaned out, they're all fed, all sleeping. Now this one's just starting to come in on meat, which is one I want to mate. So the bowman's going to come and have a look at her today, and maybe tonight or tomorrow night we'll get her mated. This one's just coming off heat now. She's settled down, not as agitated. This one was on heat 2 or 3 or 4 days ago, and we're waiting for this one to come on heat. And then the top one and this one will be mated around the same time, hopefully. The sows are settling down, not as agitated and noisy as they were yesterday. And the piglets, well, here they are. They're quieter. Now, they were very noisy last night. I came down at 7:30. I give them some dry feed, and they quietened down. They're all huddled in one corner looking for the mothers. They're being fed this morning wet feed. I'll feed them at lunchtime again. I'll give them dry feed. I've been down with the water, the nipples. Yeah, there's one there out, gonna have a go now. They are getting the hang of them nipples now. They are getting water. Of course, when they're on wet feed, they don't need as much water. Now, these piglets are different in so much that they've gone straight on fermented feed. When we buy piglets in, we give them dry feed, which is what we used to, and then we start intermixing that with wet feed, and maybe after 2 weeks with us, then we go on to fermented feed. But these piglets of their own have been eating the sow's fermented feed for a good few days, increasingly more and more. So it makes sense to keep these on fermented feed right from the word go. And hopefully we'll get a better result with them. The opinion is, I haven't weighed them, but I'm going to weigh them today. That they're a bigger pig than what we normally get when we buy in. But the only way to prove that is to weigh them, so I'll do that later on. Yeah, but everything's going fine. That's what I like to see. This one was very agitated yesterday. She's fed and she's sleeping, laying down, relaxing. As they all are. Now the brown pig weighed at 78 kilos. He was going to go to the church at the mountaintop. But he's too big. They can't afford him. So yes, it would have been a good injection of cash, but it's better really because we are going to be short of pigs. So he won't be butchered this week. The biggest one will be butchered. Maybe that one there, or the one behind it laid down. I think they maybe look bigger than this pen. And we picked him because he was the smallest. So he's a lucky pig, I suppose. But we got 6 pigs. So another 6 weeks we can keep going, butchering one a week. And the pig on Sunday we butchered is all gone, no problem. And the meat in the freezer is going down very nicely. I don't think we'll have maybe half a pig in there now. So we're definitely going to be continuing butchering. So 6 weeks time, the only piglets we'll have available for butchering are these piglets here. So we'll have to weigh up when we run out of pork whether we want to start butchering small pigs. We've got 16 piglets, so if we butcher them at 60 kilos we can do that, 60 kilos live weight. But we need to butcher 2 pigs to get the same amount of pork as what we get off butchering a pig at 120 kilos. So I think we'll have a gap. We'll have a gap to grow them up a little bit, I would think. Now, end of December, beginning of January, we've 8 piglets coming in, and that'll provide the pork for the feast. Probably all them 8, or the majority of them 8, will be butchered on the same day. Yeah, so things are organised and they're going very well in the piggery. Not so much the chickens. The last 2 lots of eggs, we got no hatchlings at all out of them. We did have a power cut for 3.5 hours at the beginning, and that's obviously made all the eggs infertile. They took them home last night, boiled them up and ate them, and there was no chicks. A couple had a very, very tiny mass in them where the embryos had divided, is that the right word, embryos, and formed a small mass, but there was no chicks at all in them eggs, so the power cut obviously destroyed them. And the best we've done with them incubators is about 50% of the eggs hatching, which I don't know if that's normal or what. It seems a bit small to me. So I think we'll consider another incubator, but one what controls the humidity as well as temperature. And we need to look at the overall the chickens, I think. See what we're doing, figure out what we might be doing wrong, put the same amount of effort into it as what we put into the pigs, and we got them sorted out. And we can do the same with chickens, but it needs effort, and that's the problem we have, is time and effort across what we're trying to do overall. We've got pigs, we've got chickens, we've got construction. But if we want to make the chickens more successful, we're going to have to put more effort in. So I'll leave this video there. I'll do another one later on, or I'll do a concluding video this late afternoon. Cavalry's just arrived. A load of sand. So we can get back to work on the piggery. No doubt they'll want to tidy up that end they've been working on yesterday. Yeah, so that's a welcome sight. It's 5:15, the workmen are finished. So we'll make a concluding video. The gravel's been delivered, and also the sand, so we can carry on down the piggery now. We'll come back to that, even the spandrail stuff, after we've done at least one pen down the piggery. See if we can make it work, and then it's repetition to do the other pens if everything goes well. There's one gilt on heat, the biggest one. The boreman came in an hour ago, had a look at it, and it's not ready yet. We'll go around this way and have a look at it. It's on heat, but when he put weight on its back, it's not on standing heat. It's not ready for mating yet, but it probably will be tomorrow. We'll check it tomorrow, and if it's ready, it'll come in tomorrow evening, when it cools down. They walk the boar down from further up the mountain, so they walk it down in the dark. We're all fed and cleaned out. The piglets are doing okay. We didn't get round to weighing them today, but maybe tomorrow we will. Wynne was out all morning. He got back at 1 o'clock, and he's got to go back down Mandower next Thursday, so he'll have half a day next Thursday. So the tube in the centres was 1.5 inches instead of inch, so we're going to use this plastic, forget what they call it, water pipe. They put nails in the bottom to anchor it to the concrete. It's very strong stuff, so that'll work just same as metal tubing. So then will be anchored in concrete, push for the surface, and then the gate, the fence for the powering crate will have 3 prongs on it, and that'll fit into the sorry, 4 prongs on it. That will fit into the 4 holes to make the side of the farrowing pen. Then there'll be a gate on the back at this end, and it'll all be removable. So when the pig's farrowing, it'll be in that crate, and the hot box will be here coming backwards, so you can get through and wash the back end out. But when the pig's not farrowing, he's got the full use of the pen, and hopefully it'll work. So tomorrow he's going to shutter up this front to form the front wall and leave a gap for the gate there. And then they'll pour this wall and then 4 holes, and they'll pour that wall all at the same time. Yeah. But all the pigs have quietened down now. These 2 sows have quietened down. The food's been restricted, so they're not getting as much feed as what they would like. But they're down to the same level of feed now as this sow and the other gilts. 3 scoops in the morning, 3 scoops in the evening. So they won't get too fat, especially this one, which is maybe a little bit overweight. Yeah. So everything's going well. I just want to get some mating done now to get the production of piglets going. We've had the first piglets, we've had the test run, we've done us learning, so now we'll try and get it into production, regular production. Another 2 people today asking us to buy the piglets. One of them wanted 10 piglets. And I got a story back from the front counter via Jean. It's bad luck to keep your first piglets. People never keep their first piglets. And I said, well, maybe don't to you, but I said, them piglets aren't for sale. To me, just a made-up story by the fellow who wanted to buy 10 piglets, and he was told no. Yeah, so I'll leave the video there, and I'll do another one tomorrow, and we'll see you then.